In this video, we're going to talk about emergency assistance grants, a $1 million grant and up to $240 million in grants. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rindy from Ask Rindy, and welcome to the #1 community for real estate, income, and credit. So if you'd like to know more about emergency assistance grants for individuals and small businesses, make sure you watch the video to the end. Leave a comment below if you need help with anything. With emergencies on many fronts and more to come, many people are in need of emergency assistance. From weather disruptions, storms, hurricanes, and setbacks, to rental crises such as the millions facing eviction with the eviction moratorium ending on October 3rd, and to housing and mortgage crisis as over 600,000 mortgage forbearances will expire at the end of this month, to the CFPB announcing that foreclosures will resume in January of 2022. So emergency grants and assistance is widely needed. Grants for individuals, grants for families, and also grants for small businesses. So emergency assistance grants are often local. So in order to find these, you need to be able to know when and which organizations are administering the grants. So you can look through our resource area on my website, AskRindy.com, to be able to see which emergency grants are currently available in your local area. Number 1. So the first emergency assistance grant is the Henry Ida Grant from the NJEDA. So these are $1,000 to $5,000 grants that are going to be given to small businesses and also to nonprofits for individuals to help with short-term needs such as rent, mortgage, utilities, and also financial assistance. So the application deadline is September 17th. You can get more information by going to njeda.com. You can also visit our resource area under Emergency Grant Assistance and get more information and details on this particular grant, and also how you can actually contact the institutions and the nonprofits that have received the grant to disperse to individuals. Number 2, FEMA emergency grants. So FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, recently announced changes to its individual grant assistance policies, making it easier for individuals to apply for grants. So the goal is to help more people, and they've made 3 key changes to be able to reduce the barrier of entry to help more people. So they realize that disasters to virus are not always those that have experienced total damage. They also include people who have experienced displacement, job loss, partial damage, and also medical setbacks because of the emergency. So as part of their individual assistance grant program to give financial assistance, they've made the following 3 changes. So number 1, for housing, such as rental and mortgage assistance. Previously, there was only certain documentation that FEMA would actually accept to approve you for this assistance. To streamline the process and lessen the burden on those who need emergency help, they'll now accept a broader range of documentation that you can provide to them, such as a copy of your motor vehicle registration and also receipts for major home repairs that you've done at your property. Secondly, they're expanding their O&A grant program, which is meant to help people who are typically not eligible for FEMA help. So this program will provide other needs assistance grants and provide financial assistance to renters and also homeowners who actually have disaster-caused damage. And the third change that they've made is that they've now expanded their financial assistance for disaster-related disabilities. So those who have been impacted by the storm and are now either disabled or hurt or harmed by it and have a medical condition that needs special components added to their home or features that need to be added to their home, such as handicap ramps, etc., they'll provide financial assistance to be able to help those people. So you can get more information on FEMA emergency grants by going to FEMA.gov. You can also get more information in our resource area by going to the FEMA section. Texas VA emergency grants, over $1 million in grants. So the Texas Veterans Commission just recently announced over $1 million in grants. They're going to be given to 6 organizations in East Texas that serve over 5,400 veterans. And this is part of a 147 grant program and is meant to help these veterans with crucial needs such as food, fixing and repairing their homes when they need it, financial assistance, and much more. So we're actually going to include all the lists of the community organizations that are participating and that have actually received part of this $1 million in grant funds for these veterans in our resource area. And we'll also include community organizations that participate in helping veterans with emergency needs and grants. Number 3, the Open for Business Fund, over $420 million in grants. So Wells Fargo several months ago launched their Open for Business Fund, which is meant to be able to help small businesses that have been impacted by the pandemic. So they set aside over $420 million to be able to help small businesses with things such as capital, tech support, getting women grants, and also helping underserved communities. They also purpose these grants to be able to help small businesses keep their doors open, retain employees, and also help rebuild if they actually have gone through a reset. So a majority and all of these grants have been granted to CDFIs, or community development financial institutions. And you can actually apply for your business for these grants through these CDFIs. So we've included a list of all these CDFIs where you can apply for these grants for your small business in our resource area under the Small Business Grants section. And these CDFIs cover multiple states, and Wells Fargo is continuing to give multiple grants throughout the entire rest of this year. So emergency assistance grants are almost always locally administered. So feel free to check out our emergency grant assistance section in our resource area at my website, askrandy.com. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You can also email me. My email address is askrandynetwork@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.